Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was...
One of the most well-known daytime talk shows, The View, is now at the center of a legal controversy that could jeopardize its future. The scandal erupted after the show's outspoken hosts made controversial remarks about Karoline Leavitt, the youngest White House press secretary in history. The backlash was swift, triggering a lawsuit that could cost the show millions and potentially lead to its cancellation. Known for its heated debates and bold opinions, The View has always pushed boundaries, but this time it seems they may have gone too far. As legal pressure mounts, the show's future hangs in the balance, and tensions are rising both on and off the screen. During a recent discussion on Leavitt's first press conference, Joy Behar, one of the show's long-standing panelists, made a remark that many are calling blatantly sexist. She joked that Leavitt was likely appointed because, in Donald Trump's view, she is a 10. The comment, which dismissed Leavitt's credentials and reduced her to her looks, quickly went viral. Critics were outraged.
I'm stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever in...
Social media exploded with backlash, with many users calling out the irony of a show that promotes female empowerment yet diminishes a woman's achievements based on her appearance. Behar wasn't the only one under fire. Whoopi Goldberg also criticized Leavitt during the discussion, particularly for her stance on wokeness in her press conference. Goldberg boldly asserted, "You wouldn't even have this job without the very wokeness you're condemning." The heated exchange quickly escalated, with Goldberg and Behar accusing Leavitt of not fully understanding their perspectives. At one point, they even told her to stop using certain words. The comments sparked even more outrage, with critics calling the show out for hypocrisy. Many pointed out that The View claims to champion women's strength and independence, but was now belittling a young, accomplished woman simply because she held different political views. As the controversy spread, social media users wasted no time in calling out the double standard. One user tweeted, "If a Republican had said something like this about a liberal woman, they'd be crucified." Another commented, "Goldberg and Behar are undermining a woman who built her career on merit, not her looks." The backlash only intensified when reports emerged that Leavitt had filed a defamation lawsuit against Goldberg and Behar. The lawsuit, reportedly worth millions, accused the hosts of making slanderous statements that damaged her professional reputation. The news sent shockwaves through the world of daytime television. As the lawsuit progressed, the hosts of The View scrambled to control the damage. They issued a tearful on-air apology, hoping to calm the storm. During the broadcast, Behar, visibly shaken, addressed the controversy. However, many viewers weren't convinced. Critics claimed that the apology wasn't genuine and was only issued to avoid further legal trouble. One social media user wrote, "They're not sorry for what they said, they're just sorry they got caught." Rumors began circulating that The View might be on the verge of cancellation due to the financial strain of the lawsuit and the damage to its reputation. Behind the scenes, tensions were reportedly running high. Producers were scrambling to salvage the situation, and there were even whispers that Joy Behar, a longtime controversial figure on the show, might be let go in an attempt to save the program. Complicating matters further, reports emerged of a brewing personal feud between Behar and Leavitt. Sources close to the situation claimed that Leavitt was deeply hurt by Behar's remarks and had no intention of backing down. There was even speculation that Leavitt was considering filing additional legal action, specifically targeting Behar's comments. Meanwhile, Behar herself was reportedly furious over the backlash. She allegedly felt she was being unfairly targeted and blamed others for the fallout. Behind the scenes, she was refusing to admit any wrongdoing, instead attributing the situation to external forces. This refusal to acknowledge the impact of her words only deepened the divide between the show's hosts. The entire scandal has created a whirlwind of drama and uncertainty for The View. As the lawsuit unfolds, the show faces immense pressure to repair its public image while ensuring its survival. The fallout could have lasting consequences, not only for the program but also for its hosts, who are now under intense public scrutiny. Will The View survive this controversy, or will this be the scandal that finally brings the show to an end? Only time will tell. Only time will tell if The View can recover from the damage caused by the ongoing legal battle. While Karoline Leavitt has maintained her composure in the public eye, sources close to her reveal that she is quietly consulting with legal and media advisors to ensure her side of the story is clearly understood. There is growing speculation that Leavitt might leverage this controversy to launch her own media initiative. Inside
that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that.
not just defending herself, she's building a brand. This situation could mark the beginning of something much bigger for Leavitt, as she continues to gain momentum and capitalize on the media attention surrounding the controversy. Meanwhile, Joy Behar's inner circle has reportedly advised her to remain silent and avoid further commentary on the issue. However, Bihar is allegedly resisting these recommendations. According to sources, she feels that Leavitt is exploiting the situation to gain attention and is frustrated by being portrayed as the villain in the media. Bihar, known for her outspoken nature,
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point.
appears not to fully grasp how much damage her remarks have caused, not just to her own reputation, but to the View as well. The controversy is reportedly creating a rift between Bihar and her co-hosts, who are growing increasingly frustrated with the ongoing fallout. Alyssa Farah Griffin, a former Trump aide and current panelist, has been particularly vocal about her concerns. She has reportedly criticized how the situation has been handled behind the scenes, calling for a more balanced and respectful approach moving forward. As Bihar and Whoopi Goldberg continue to double down on their controversial remarks, tensions among The View's hosts are reaching a boiling point. The dynamic on set has become noticeably strained, with a clear divide forming among the panelists. If the lawsuit drags on, it could permanently fracture the group and severely impact the show's long-term stability. Goldberg, in particular, is facing backlash for her comments about wokeness. Many critics have called her remarks condescending and out of touch, especially given Leavitt's impressive career at just 27 years old. Leavitt's resume speaks for itself. She previously worked as an assistant press secretary under Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, served as communications director for Representative Elise Stefanik, and played a crucial role in Donald Trump's 2024 campaign. All of this while managing the responsibilities of being a new mother. Many social media users have pointed out Leavitt's accomplishments, noting that she has achieved more at 27 than most people do in their entire careers. One Twitter user commented, "Leavitt is more accomplished at 27 than most people will ever be." Instead of attacking her, Goldberg and Bihar should be applauding her success. The backlash against The View continues to grow, with many questioning the sincerity of the host's apologies and the overall direction of the show. If the lawsuit continues to gain traction, it could cause irreparable harm to the program's reputation. The internal divisions within The View are threatening its stability. Bihar's refusal to admit fault and Goldberg's stance on wokeness have only fueled the controversy. The growing tensions among the hosts have brought to light deeper issues within the show's dynamic. For Leavitt, however, the controversy may ultimately work in her favor. It has already amplified her public profile, and as the media frenzy continues, she seems well-positioned to increase her influence in both political and media circles. This could be the perfect moment for her to solidify her place as a rising star, particularly among young professionals who feel their voices are often underrepresented. The biggest question now is whether The View's co-hosts will be able to weather the storm and manage the fallout, or if this controversy will mark the beginning of the end for the long-running daytime talk show. The outcome of Leavitt's lawsuit, combined with the growing internal strife among the panelists, could determine whether The View continues to be a staple of daytime television or if it will become another casualty of the increasingly divisive political landscape. Despite the intense criticism, Leavitt has remained confident and unshaken. In a recent interview, she didn't hold back, calling the remarks from The View host pitiful and emphasizing that she refuses to be intimidated by personal attacks. "I think it's sad that they felt the need to attack me personally instead of focusing on the policies I'm advocating for," Leavitt stated, reinforcing her commitment to her political beliefs. Her poised and unwavering demeanor has earned her widespread praise, with many supporters hailing her as a role model for young women in politics. As the dust settles, the fate of The View remains uncertain. The ongoing legal battle with Leavitt looms large, and the show's reputation has undeniably taken a hit. Some industry insiders even speculate that the controversy may ultimately lead to its cancellation. Regardless of the final outcome, one thing is clear: this scandal is far from over, and its repercussions will likely continue to reverberate across the media world for some time to come. The ongoing controversy surrounding The View has led some to speculate that it could mark the beginning of the end for daytime television as we know it. With audiences growing increasingly fatigued by divisive rhetoric, shows like The View may need to adapt or risk fading into irrelevance. A media analyst remarked, "This situation could be a turning point. Viewers are demanding more accountability from public figures, and shows that fail to meet these changing expectations may not survive. If The View does not adjust its tone, it could be in serious jeopardy." The show's hosts have become the focal point of criticism, with Joy Behar in particular drawing intense backlash. Many viewers are calling for her resignation, arguing that her remarks were unacceptable and have damaged the show's credibility. Critics contend that Bihar's outspoken nature has crossed a line, and her refusal to acknowledge the harm caused by her comments has further alienated the audience. Similarly, Whoopi Goldberg is facing calls to step down. While some believe her remarks were not as severe as Bihar's, her comments on wokeness have drawn criticism. Many viewers feel she is out of touch, especially when compared to Karoline Leavitt, whose accomplishments at just 27 years old stand in stark contrast to the criticism leveled against her. Leavitt's resume is impressive. She has served as an assistant press secretary under Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, worked as the communications director for Representative Elise
Leavitt is the press secretary at the White House, doing a great job. Such a great job that the ladies of The View feel the green monster coming up.
rallied around Leavitt, with many users pointing out how much she has accomplished at such a young age. One commenter noted Leavitt has achieved more at 27 than most people do in their entire careers. In contrast, Behar and Goldberg's attacks on her seem increasingly out of step with public expectations of how women in power should support one another. Rather than backing down, Leavitt has used the controversy to strengthen her personal brand, positioning herself as an advocate for young professionals in politics. Her ability to stand firm in the face of personal and professional attacks has only boosted her support. Many applaud her resilience, seeing her as a rising force in the political world. Meanwhile, The View finds itself in crisis. Viewers are questioning the show's future, with some suggesting it could face cancellation if it fails to adapt to shifting audience expectations. The ongoing legal battle with Leavitt casts a shadow over the program, and the backlash against the hosts has put the show's longevity in serious doubt. Internal tensions among the co-hosts are also growing. Reports suggest a divide is forming behind the scenes, as some panelists are frustrated with how the situation has been handled. As the lawsuit progresses, the drama surrounding The View only intensifies, further complicating its future. In contrast to the turmoil at The View, Leavitt remains resolute. She has refused to compromise her principles, gaining even more public support. Her ability to navigate the controversy with grace has made her an increasingly influential figure in politics, earning respect from people across the political spectrum. As she continues to stand firm, Leavitt is positioning herself as a powerful force for change in the political arena. The controversy may ultimately work in her favor, helping her build a larger platform and setting the stage for greater opportunities ahead. This controversy is far from over, and its outcome could have lasting implications for the future of daytime television. Networks may need to rethink how they approach sensitive political discussions and consider what audiences truly want from their programming. The drama surrounding The View serves as a reminder that, in an era of heightened scrutiny, public figures are expected to be more accountable for their words and actions. The pressure on talk shows to provide meaningful, balanced discussions may force them to reevaluate their tone and approach, making programs like The View more vulnerable than ever before. For now, Leavitt's rise continues, fueled by her unwavering stance in the face of adversity. Meanwhile, The View's hosts must grapple with the consequences of their actions. Will the show be able to recover, or will this scandal mark the end of its long run? As the controversy unfolds, it is clear that both Leavitt and The View will face significant challenges in the coming months. The outcome could shape the future of daytime television for years to come. As the drama unfolds, attention has shifted toward Leavitt, who is gaining recognition as a rising political figure. Her recent decision to allow new media voices into the White House press briefing room has been widely praised. Many see this as a bold step toward democratizing access to information, reflecting her commitment to inclusivity and her ability to bring about significant change with poise and confidence. This move has further solidified her reputation as a leader reshaping the landscape of political communication. It has earned her support from a broad audience impressed by her willingness to challenge the status quo. Meanwhile, The View's hosts continue to face mounting criticism, and many wonder whether the show can survive the fallout or if this marks the beginning of the end for one of daytime television's most iconic programs. The ongoing legal battle, the backlash against the hosts, and the growing divide among panelists have created an uncertain future for the show. Leavitt's rise has also sparked a larger conversation about the future of political discourse in America. With many viewers frustrated by the divisive rhetoric that dominates mainstream media, some wonder if this moment signals a shift toward more constructive, balanced discussions in political spaces. The controversy has ignited debates about whether The View should face cancellation for its remarks, or whether the hosts deserve a second chance. Most importantly, the question remains: is Karoline Leavitt the future of political communication, or is she just another polarizing figure in an already divided landscape? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this is a story people won't stop talking about anytime soon. Stay tuned for more updates as this developing situation continues to captivate the public's attention.